That's a podcast where we tired. That's it. We tired. I'm Brian.
This Chris.
It's favorite pothead Sir D's.
As you see, no J Mo, Money Will, the fake, all of them. He ain't here today.
He's on hiatus.
Yeah, but he putting in some more work like you do. So shout out to him. We gonna hold it down, kick that shit, have a good time with these topics. We should have an interesting day. I didn't bring one, so you know I have the first punishment. Punishment is what we get when we call each other out. So it's no BS or some misstep speaking or whatever it is. We call it out. One comes with a shot. We also have $10 cash app to the 805 Entertainment and the Stay Ready push-ups because we're done with Big Bear, but still going to Jamaica. So we're gonna stay ready with the push-ups. Also got a TikTok challenge. We're gonna keep it official.
Oh, yeah,
we're gonna keep it official.
I don't like it, but I guess that's why it's a punishment.
We got the TikTok challenge. I won't say dance challenge. It could be anything. So we got those in the topics for today. Sherman, you holding down most of the work. What's your topics?
Both of them?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I have so many thoughts on this McDonald lady situation. I've just been itching to talk about her trying to blast her baby daddy for bringing McDonald's for his kid and not all the other three other kids she got.
Well, we gonna talk about
that. And another one that's kind of just a little more lighthearted for me for my pleasure.
I mean, I guess on what side of this thing we're on. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's true. But this Rhode Island senator, I forgot her name already. Ooh, do not call me on that.
Need to who, what, wins, where's, and how.
Yeah.
That's why I know Rhode Island senator.
Rhode Island senator getting chastised, I guess, for twerking on her TikTok. But hey, she's still doing policy.
We're gonna talk all about it. We're gonna talk all about it. And Brian?
I'm gonna talk about a 120-person orgy. A man and woman were arrested for organizing a 120-person orgy.
Hello.
Where at?
In Japan.
We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
All that shit and more, man. Stay tuned. You will lie. All that good stuff.
Alright, so jumping into this, to my first topic, y'all done all seen it. I know y'all done seen it already.
Had to.
This viral video, this very entitled, very wrong chick going out of her way to expose her baby daddy because she said he brings food for his son almost every day, but he doesn't bring food for her other three kids, even though they're not together anymore.
How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like that's bogus as hell. Like you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there you go. And I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fries?
What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
What are you talking about? What are you about?
Them my kids, them your kids' siblings though. So my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't give my food stamps to the 7.
Listen, what's that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping yourself when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings? Them are his siblings though. He not finna eat in front of all his other siblings if they're not eating on McDonald's. No, why do I gotta put?
Bring him out to the car.
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
So you telling me that I gotta bring? So when I bring myself, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that shit dumb? You sound dumb. Eat it.
Maybe if you had one or two, I could maybe. You got it's 3 extra kids. What the? All I go to my mother account, spending money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings though. Dumb.
So that's what you gonna go with. That's the one you gonna.
Those are your fucking kids' siblings.
They're my so that means
yeah. So don't. No, I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring them something to eat if you bring one something to eat.
I bring them food
And she went about trying to blast him in like the worst way possible, making it to be his responsibility or obligation to feed all of her kids every time he wants to do anything for his son, which is the only one he's technically responsible for. She went as far as to say, "You're not helping me out if you're not feeding his siblings and all this other shit," to the point of taking the McDonald's from him, the meal he did bring, and throwing it on the ground so nobody got to eat. She also came back and tried to explain it later to defend her actions, and she doubled down on being so wrong that I was literally at loss for words, because I don't know about you guys, but I know me. If I do decide to bring something for all my child and his siblings, it's out of the kindness of my heart. It's because, you know, I want to do it because it's the right thing to do, not because I'm obligated. And that's where I had the biggest problem with this, was her making it an obligation, like he had to. So I'm posing a question to the panel. If y'all was in his shoes, would y'all carry out the actions the same way? Or would y'all, you know,
just
take care of everybody?
In that specific scenario, or over like even messing with this girl to begin with?
In his shoes.
Okay, so if I was him and already to this point and got the kid with her and everything, my kid coming with me in that scenario. Even after you threw the food like that, like, now I gotta go feed him, right? You just told me you have no food for my son in this house. You don't get none until whatever day. You are unfit to have my son in here right now.
Or the 11th.
7th or the 11th. She wasn't even sure. It waffled a couple of times. Yeah, so for me, I'm like, okay, well, Timmy, come on. Tell your siblings that you're going out with your dad today. And if they say why, because I'm your dad.
That part.
That's why. That's why I'm taking you and spending time with my son, and we can get whatever. I'll live it up for real. We going Magic Mountain. We getting funnel cakes. Don't even eat it all. Throw it away if you want
And
to.
don't none of the other kids gotta know.
You know what I'm saying? We getting the fast pass. You know, if I had it like that. You know, if I had it like that. That's how I'm going at it, because that's out of line. And to the point to throw the food, maybe we can have this conversation, to take the food, act like you're gonna give it to him and throw him on the floor, call me bitch, whatever you call me. Like, nah. You don't respect me as a man.
That's what I got from that whole thing. That lack of respect, which to me showed why she probably got 4 baby daddies.
What about you?
Well, I mean, he called her up, you know, at one point. It's just when you start peppering them with the good questions, they just get mad and change the argument. You know, she like, you ain't got nothing for the rest of my kids. He's like, them ain't my kids. Where they daddies at? And she's like,
yeah, like she, that matters.
It took a real quick second, you know.
Had the nerve to be like, oh, you was doing it when we was together. Just be real.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to impress you.
Yeah, there's so much entitlement there. There's so much lack of. We always talk about lack of accountability, and that's obvious there. But a lack of self-awareness,
that part,
a lack of empathy for other human beings, aka your other 3 children, or your one child.
It
was just a lot of everything was about you, and everything was about how it had to happen your way.
Yes.
If I can't feed all my kids, I'm not gonna feed one of my kids. It's like, well, then that means all your kids gonna die. And
by that logic.
Oh Lord.
If you can't find food before the 7th or the 11th.
And when you start saying shit like that, that's when I call the court and let them know exactly what you say and get my son back.
Yes. And you had the nerve to document this shit.
Yes, that's a big point right there.
That's it. That's what that line when she slapped that food out of your hand, because like I can respect her trying to take that food and share it with the rest of the kids.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm cutting the sandwich 4 ways, and that's what it is.
Something. Yeah, I can respect that. I would hate the situation
to have to be that, yeah.
But I can respect that you did it. But instead, you decided to deny all your children food
on pride
and anger at this dude that you were hoping was going to take care of you and the rest of your kids.
Thought he was a sucker.
Thought he was a sucker.
Because we talked about that. And my personal limit
and here was my
who to court with kids. Like,
my main thing is this.
Please.
And I think I said it before. He's not in a relationship with you no more. There's no reason for him to do anything else that would convenience you. No reason at all. And probably a lot of reason not to be real.
Displaying it. You're gonna expose him.
Yeah. So that's my take right there. You know, I can't even. That's it.
I mean, to that, right. I mean, if you're not together, why do you expect to still receive the perks of having that help for your other children? Which is, to me, says a lot to him about taking on that responsibility while they were just dating.
Yeah, I was going to ask that too.
Wasn't even married.
Yeah. Like, is it his fault for acting like the stepdad? Just when they were,
No, because at this
let's talk about that point because that's dumb. You guys were together.
We got good guy, bad
You
guy
guys were
situations
together,
here. Right?
Okay. Like he, obviously to him, those kids were an obligation that he fulfilled, and y'all wasn't together long enough for him to care about them kids like
to
that.
keep it ongoing after you showed
she
your
went
ass.
out of her way to say her kid was the youngest.
People think that's monstrous, but so many women expect men to take care of their kids. It's like, no, man, that's not a given. It's not a given. We don't have to care about your kids.
Like
the man that you procreated with, that you should make sure that he cared before y'all made the kids.
I always say that's a big thing on a man. If you find a man that can take care of your kids and love them like his own, that's a good dude. That's a good dude because I think that's not an obligation.
You better be a good
most
woman.
men want. You better have your shit in a row. You can burn a nigga like that and he'll be through with it.
Yeah,
and won't be no hope for none of these kids.
For real. Because it's not often that crossover of finding good men and men who will take your abuse. That's small. That's a small segment. Usually, men who are good men respect themselves.
Yeah,
right.
They ain't gonna put up with your shit.
Yeah.
That dude respected himself, did not put up with your shit, and wanted to take care of his son. And you probably gonna lose all them kids because that shit was all over
the way that
all on the web.
And then had the nerve to come with the rebuttal video with the hair dipped and makeup and eyebrows done.
Nails.
She came out popping. He was.
I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy. You knew the situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids gotta feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like, it's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's.
He was taking care of the kids before, and he does not. He does not have
definition
to follow
of front.
Yeah, these are not laws. These aren't laws, bro. He was doing that. That was by his grace, and his grace was removed the minute y'all got.
So if you got to rearrange your budget now, that he no longer bringing McDonald's or whatever he was doing, you got to do that. You got to take accountability on that. Y'all didn't work. Ain't no more y'all.
Yeah, maybe you should have been a better woman.
Maybe.
Maybe y'all still.
Did you listen? Did you llisten to him what he was saying? Sometimes you want to show way, but just
small
listen.
Price to pay to feed your kids.
I ain't saying do whatever a man say, but if you listen to where a nigga coming from, you might learn how to say some shit.
Say what we thinking.
Right.
It may not be
what you want to hear or whatever, but.
Yeah, somebody like
that.
You
gotta communicate.
They'll never
hear
something
that shit.
about empathy, and that was even a bigger thing that stuck out to me.
It's important.
Did not take into consideration
anybody else.
Anything. The fact that this man is out of. I'm saying 4 baby daddies because you can't convince me that this.
I wouldn't even lie. I don't see no lies.
But she's not considering the fact that out of all 4 of her baby daddies, one is still trying on a consistent basis, but per both of their admission, and not taking into consideration the cost of what it takes to feed 4 motherfucking kids as opposed to 1. I don't care if it is McDonald's. The dollar menu is not even a dollar no more.
No more.
And so if my nigga is barely feeding his son between, I got some dollars in my pocket, I'm gonna stop and grab myself some food.
That's real. He
didn't look like he was well off.
He didn't show up with Red Lobster, man. I don't know what he drove up in, some kind of Camry or something.
I ain't no way to point fingers at him, but it looked like he was doing what he could.
Yeah, he looked like one of us.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
Right.
He doing what he had to do.
But it's just there was a lack of consideration and empathy or anything for this man's situation. It was distasteful to me. It was disrespectful, distasteful. And if I was her kids, I'd be mad at her. I would be pissed off at her.
They will be one day.
You had a 10-piece chicken nugget? Come on.
Or I'll be mad at my mother. Especially if this is the man that's been coming around doing everything for us, and yo funky ass attitude and bad mouth and disrespectful ass drove him off. Now ain't none of us got nobody here that's helping you with us after you failed 3 times before. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna be mad at you. Your kid's gonna grow up and resent your ass.
It probably comes out.
For sure.
But that's a tough situation. He was just trying to do the right thing by his kid.
Right, so
he wasn't trying to go viral. I don't think they were saying if it was fake or not.
But there was a question online too, under the comments of people saying whether he was right or wrong for just bringing 1 meal. Now, How do y'all feel about that in terms of it being right and wrong?
The right and wrongness of what he did?
Knowing there was more than one kid, but bringing food for one, basically.
Doing what he do every other day, apparently.
There's two ways to look at this, okay? There's an idealistic way to look at this, and there's the practical way to look like this. We don't live in an idealistic society.
Preach.
This dude was nice enough to feed her kids probably every now and then, but he got tired of her. And he said, nah, I'm just going to take care of my son.
This is more than I can handle, probably.
And that's it.
I don't know.
And that's it. And you know what? Anybody who doesn't want to accept more responsibility than not only than they can bear, but that they are accountable for, they shouldn't have to. They really shouldn't have to. And that should be fair. And once you asking people to take on some of your load, you need to recognize that that's what you're doing. That it's not their luggage that they're carrying around. It's your luggage that you're asking people to carry around. And nobody's interested in doing that shit.
Right.
They're really not.
No.
And they gotta love you to do it. And you gotta be worth loving.
What? Come on with it.
Right. Man. We done hold it on. We ready for some altar call?
Sure. What you want in the comments? I think he
Right. You done wrapped it on up right there.
Do y'all think this woman was worth the fuss that she put up? That's my question.
Hey, and do y'all think that he should definitely go and get his child back? Use this video in the courts. Let us know down below.
Please. Get your son, man.
Okay, so, this is a passingly interesting topic, talking about breeding. 120 people in Japan, I guess, decided to have a little get-together. A little get-together where everybody takes off their clothes and gets inside of each other. I guess. I really don't know too much the specifics about this. I just thought this was incredibly interesting because in a culture like Japan, the freaky stuff is so closet. The freaky stuff is so closet. As a fact, it's so closet that I went and followed the link to the original source for this video. Gone. All that information was gone. So
with a caveat.
They don't really want the world talking about this
with a caveat. With a caveat.
What's the caveat?
Anime. It's all that freaky shit in the anime.
Oh yeah.
But real life.
If you say you ain't seen a little bit of hentai, you a lie.
If you watch any anime, really, they put it in your face.
You're gonna see it anyway.
They're gonna put it in your face.
But yeah, man. They I guess two people, a man and a woman, presumably the two that organized it, got in trouble. Sherman claims that 4 got arrested. I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't seen it, but
I seen in a later article that it was 4 people that got arrested.
No.
Was it 4? I don't know. Is it 4? Is it 2? Is it 4?
Yeah, you a lie. There's 2 people. We gonna go. Why not? Why not? Let's see.
I wanted you to push back one more time so I could call you out.
You call me out. Yeah, it's like Chris instigated. You gotta be quicker than that. So I don't know how we're gonna find this. So let's go.
Let's see what has to
I think it was definitely after June though.
That they were arrested? Or that the article you saw?
The article that I read. Because I was trying to find the video.
Organizers of Orgy with over 1 arrested. Okay, let's see. That's the same. Well, I bet it's gonna do the same thing. Oh no! Here we go. Okay.
Date is June 15th.
1 were arrested. That's 2 people. This is the same date.
Look at what that caption said.
Okay. Hold on.
The caption?
No, go there. Under that.
Organizers and 2 participants.
Ooh, were there 2 organizers?
The organizers. Okay.
Look.
Self-defense officer. That was a good question. A nurse organizer. A nurse. She knew everything. She knew how to get down with all of it. Organized the orgy party at a rental via Inkosai Shizuoka. Reiwa 4-year Hamanako Festival, huh? Yeah, I bet it was. There were repeatedly 120 to 130 men and women.
It in their 20s to their 50s.
Hey.
That's a big sample size,
There
y'all.
were more in their 40s and 50s.
Tasting all the
The
flavors.
organizers have reportedly admitted to the allegations against them. So let's pop that up because we want to know how many organizers there were, right? In addition to the organizers, the police arrested. I think that's
52-year-old?
I think it's 2 plus whatever the number
It says
was.
in addition
At
to-
least 3.
So if it wasn't 2 other organizers, you don't get you alive.
I think we're being that specific.
Maybe. No. Okay, I'll take
We
it.
threw numbers out there.
Wait a minute.
I'll take it.
Oh.
Let's translate this page.
Can you?
That shit I was
Let's
trying
hit,
to
let's hit the refresh button and see if it gives me a prompt here. Can I get a refresh? Oh, there it is.
Refreshing. Is it down there in that corner down there? Or is that Cookie?
Well, somebody. Oh, here we go. No.
This is the same side.
That's the Assassins.
No.
This is the same side.
Same site. They took it down. That's a Japanese site. But you know,
Well,
okay.
you know, you
all right,
see
you
why
know
I
what?
would at least think it was.
If
At
somebody-
least 3.
If anybody wanted
At
that,
least
you were like, I'll take it. I'll take it. Well, what you want for it? Well,
Let's say
I was thinking-
organizers.
I would have said the terms, right? I'm gonna take a shot. I don't want to do anything else.
Organizers is plural, so at least 4. There's at least 4.
There's at least 4. There's at least 4. The organizers would mean that there's at least 2 organizers.
So
and then
somebody
2
in there
participants.
snitching.
So instead of snitching, they didn't snitch on the organizers and the named people. Well, it's in the admitted, so I'm not gonna sit here and say that. But it looks like the 2 participants got they mess called out. Oh, here we go. Sorry.
But my thing is, you got 120 motherfucking people. Let me say that too, bro. You got 120 motherfucking people, 120 to 130 people there. Everybody there has to be voluntarily there. So I wonder who made the
Who took it too far?
who filed the report? Like who called the cops and was like,
Somebody didn't want no butt play and they went too far.
was it somebody from the inside who might not have got to
neighbor,
hook up with enough people
Yeah.
or a neighbor
Hater
or something?
ass.
'Cause-
Oh no!
Bro.
This had to be people who came to the orgy.
Inside
They-
job?
Oh,
It's an inside job?
it had to be because you got
Of course. You know that they
120
snitched before it even went down. That's how they got caught. I don't know if everybody got caught in the middle of the orgy, but you know that they got caught getting ready for the orgy.
That's a genuine hater.
Oh, for sure. Well, for sure. They saw the post online and this must be
How do
if you found that post, you were looking for that post specifically to expose shit like that. Yeah.
Oh my
So,
God!
I think they would've coded it.
Invite only.
I think this is a situation of, I think this is if you do everything right, this is a harmless situation. So the people who did this, they see themselves as do-gooders. I don't think they even know why they stopped stuff like this. You know, why would somebody,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Probably didn't
That's
think
the
they were
point.
getting arrested.
What's it to you that 120 people is having
You
sex?
ain't getting no gold
120
medals,
consenting
tournaments,
adults.
120 consenting adults. That's all that matters.
As long as it was consenting, you know.
I feel like that should be
And-
for all these sex laws. Though.
Let me
As long
caveat-
as they're
let me
consenting
caveat-
adults.
Let me hold that thought. Keep that up. But the Japan they have a population problem.
I think that's
So
probably
you
where
would
it
think
all...
the cops would show up and just be like,
Right. It's for the good of the concert.
no
condoms.
Also,
no pulling out.
Japan is definitely a outward decency culture. They're very homogenous and stuff like that. So you can see why they would outwardly shame this. But I don't think anybody would personally in Japan have a problem with that. They just tell the rest of the world that they have a problem with it.
Right.
And,
For the look.
and if somebody tells the authorities have to do something about it. At that
Have been
point.
obligated.
So that's my take on it. You know.
What does that say? A
Yeah.
number of people were naked and tangled in the lodging facility.
Okay,
and
well, at least
engaged
they
in
got something
nude
out of
acts.
it. Yeah, there you go.
It seems the orgy party was held at the same time and place last year as well.
You
It's a
telling
whole
me
thing.
This is annual?
Herogasm.
You telling me some of them cops didn't walk up on one of them scenes and be like, you know? Come on, man. Okay.
Hey,
But,
Luke Funk,
yeah,
what are you
yeah,
doing
yeah.
here? You're supposed to be on shift.
I'm undercover.
I shouldn't ask y'all because y'all both damn near
Yeah.
committed and married and shit, but if y'all was single, would y'all participate in 120 person?
120 might be out my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
You know, 120 is a lot.
Man, yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't be surprised if it's happening over here like
I think
that.
I would
but-
have to see if 3 or 4 people was okay first before I even.
Let me get a
Baby steps up.
sample size.
Bro, like, am I even uncomfortable with this?
Throw me off the Titanic.
For real, bro. That's a deep dive right there. 120 people. If that was your first orgy,
Yeah, you don't want to lose your orgy cherry on that.
I'm trying to put my allergy cherry in, bro.
With 120 of
Nobody would be surprised, Sherman.
I'm not
I'm
surprised.
there
I'm not surprised.
like that meme of Steph Curry when he was doing the little bouncing thing.
The little shimmy back?
Little shimmy. That'd be me. I'd be there like,
He'd show up and everybody would think he threw the orgy. That's what would happen. Like,
Mind you,
you're definitely the guy,
especially
right?
if I'm in Japan and I'm 2 feet taller than everybody else in the room.
They're gonna be like Shaq.
They gonna be like, oh, yeah.
He's definitely the one. Yeah, he's the ringleader. Go get him. Well, yeah.
That's crazy.
I just thought
would.
that was a freak. Like that's a freakish thing. 120 person orgy. You just.
I think it's happening stateside.
Yeah.
120? Oh, ain't nothing but a Friday night.
Right.
Man, nothing but a Friday night. Man. At the cabin.
Some governor's kids like, oh yeah, I did that like
Right, that's light
last
work.
weekend.
We got the 200 the other day.
Apparently it's annual.
Ain't nobody writing no reports on us.
So some folks is looking forward to this thing.
Oh yeah. It's like Comic-Con.
Wait, there's not much more to it.
It's
just sex.
It's just sex.
It's just sex. We just talking about sex.
And at the
It's
end,
just sex, but they make it so
taboo.
taboo, though.
Yeah.
It's weird
It's a
to
culture.
have that.
I think, but the point we want to, if we ever talk about sex and whether something is okay or not, I think you brought up a good point. It's all about consenting adults.
Right.
Everything else, it needs to always be consenting because
that
there's
what you want
there's
to
a
do?
very small margin in which things are unacceptable there.
Yes.
Okay? So, like a large percent of the time, if everybody's consenting, everybody's okay with it, you know, people might frown on it, but they won't say nothing because y'all did that together. That's y'all. That's y'all. Yeah, y'all did that
Get
together.
down.
That's you. You know, that's what you want to do. Okay. And,
Like
you know.
some girls like to be choked during sex that they consent to. It doesn't work the same if you go up to a female that doesn't consent and choke her to have sex.
I think
it's not gonna be.
You should be
okay.
allowed to press charges against that woman if she made you choke her. Yeah, she made me very uncomfortable in bed, Your Honor. I don't know. She told me to put my hand around her throat. I wasn't with it, but I did it though.
Please, sir. Please.
Oh,
boy.
fucking weird.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's it.
No, I was on what you want in the comments.
Yeah. I don't know. Would you participate in the 100
go.
There you go.
person
Participate.
rigorous activity?
Who going with me?
Let us
Somebody,
know.
let me know in the comments.
Who breaking the rules?
Just like I'll be back there producing. I'll make sure that everybody is comfortable during the
Camera
orgy,
two,
but
pan in.
Hors d'oeuvres? Hors d'oeuvres?
I won't be in the orgy
Bottle water?
myself. Okay.
Bottle water?
Hands
You got a squeegee.
Right?
2 feet above the waistline. Yeah. Okay, we can get out of here.
All right, well, while he's pulling up some
Yeah.
we're, the next topic is
Documentation.
research purposes.
Yeah,
by the way.
research.
We're going straight from orgies to twerking, huh?
There was a segue in there.
So, we are going to be discussing next a new favorite politician of mine. I think she's a senator from New Jersey or something.
You alive?
You know, I'm gonna leave this video playing the whole time because there's no way we're gonna get anything right.
Give me that you alive though. No. You don't give me a
He's
TikTok.
right. That's you alive.
You don't give me a TikTok.
Yeah.
You don't give me a TikTok.
You gotta do the same thing she's doing right now.
Vote Senator Mack.
There it is.
Yeah.
Bada bing.
This for you,
Bada
Tiara
boom.
Mack. This for
Bada
you.
boom.
That was like,
There it is.
yo.
That's hilarious. Barefoot and all.
Okay. All right. I have to stop looking at this. Okay.
No, anywho.
Rhode Island.
See, Rhode Island. Rhode Island.
Okay.
Ain't that where Peter and them from?
Be like Uncle Ruckus.
But yeah,
I need a
so
minute.
Tiara Mack, from Rhode Island, state senator,
State senator.
not U.S. senator.
She made sure to get it
Made
clear.
sure to get it clear.
Yeah.
She get a little backlash for twerking on a handstand on her TikTok, and I don't understand what all the outrage is about because she did a great job to me.
It was a handstand. It was a handstand twerk.
Listen,
handstand twerk.
I'm gonna tell you right now, her form was flawless.
It was flawless.
Flawless.
90-degree angles with the legs.
I don't see what people's problem was.
You
Be
cannot
real.
serve bad policy twerking like that. I'm sorry. But no, for real, there's a lot of people that had a lot of negative things to say about her and stuff, but To me, it feels like they're all hypocritical. They're worried about how you compose yourself as a senator and all this stuff.
We talked about image a little bit in that last topic.
Yeah.
But that's kind of a very similar lane. You're worried about what it looked like.
Right.
I think that this is an insight to how liberal Rhode Island is. To be real with you, that this isn't gonna hurt her vote
Because she won 60-40. She said.
Hey, and she said her constituents love her, and I could respect that.
Let me tell you something. Number one, she appeals to black men right off the bat. I'm gonna tell you right now. We don't care. We were fine, and it's not. We don't discount her policy or nothing at all. But he was like, oh yeah, that's a real woman right there. And
no, she said she named her credentials.
She appealed to her constituents, which is the LGBTQ community. So,
like, how do you?
She's a solid politician.
How do we glorify and look to like a Meg Thee Stallion for her opinions on abortion and shit?
Or Cardi B on her politics.
And then when somebody with some actual legal and schooling behind her wisdom, check a little ass, and now she a pariah.
And I can appreciate that while everybody over here, virtue signaling. Virtue signaling. Do you know what the thing that people say when they say virtue signaling? What they mean is that you're just for the sake of it trying to point out what you think the ethical thing is. You're not doing it for an underlying reason. You're not doing it because you believe it'll help the community. You're not doing it. You're doing it because on the inside there's some shameful thing that you feel and you want to put that out there in the universe. That's all that virtue signaling is. Because if you truly feel virtue in your heart, you don't need to tell anybody. It's action that you take. And she's not trying to take virtuous action here.
Right. She's enjoying herself at the fucking beach, bro, like a real person. And here's my problem with everybody's takes on it, because I've seen a lot of blue checks in those comments, so I'm thinking they're probably politicians and shit.
The verified people.
The verified people. My problem is, though, you motherfuckers ignore so many egregious and outrageous bullshit that actually affects people's lives in politics on a regular motherfucking daily basis.
No, the shooting just happened.
Like, on a regular basis. So you got the nerve to talk about this woman's appearance or how she looked for
I'm going to do what Sherman does every podcast. If that had been a white woman,
come on,
there would have still been some shaming.
But most of it, she taking back women's rights.
Yeah, exactly.
The white women would have been 100% behind that ass, literally. White women would have been 100%
like a sheep
behind that ass.
Like a sheep head.
That mother would have been moving like a sheep head.
She would have been moving her ankles. You know what I'm saying?
That would have been garbage.
100% behind.
They would have been gassing her up.
So, I don't know.
Let's keep it real.
You see, she has already won an election. Black man sees, God damn, who is that? Senator who?
Black woman
That's it. Senator who? Yeah, okay. Anybody who can shake their ass like that must be a real person.
Now, she did also bring up that she was queer. Like she said, she was a queer.
She's queer, yeah.
Do you think that emboldens her to do this kind of thing?
Nah.
I feel like they got the most confidence in doing that kind of stuff.
They have a big cause, but I think
who gonna say something to them?
She had too many reasons to do what she did. She had too many, and I think she was justified in doing.
I don't know. There's a lot more underqualified black girls that feel as bold when it comes to like twerking and shit. So
none of the black congresswomen or
because they're still trying to conform to the structure of what
I got a good reference
is an
for
acceptable politics. Y'all got Kamala doing that shit.
No, hold on.
Hell no.
Hold on. What about Gary Chambers? Is this comparable to that?
But
that's one thing that I respected most about his shit, because he came off as a real, genuine person. I give a fuck that he was smoking a wood.
Well, I'm saying,
that guy. Okay,
yeah. I liked that he was smoking a wood because it made you relatable.
And I think this is the same thing. It's not what they're doing; it's who they are and why they're doing it.
Who they're doing it for.
We don't care that she's twerking. Like, she could have been doing, I don't know, you name something else human and mundane. Like, that just draws attention.
I mean, doing hopscotch.
Yeah. She could have done something else.
Sunbathing, those are good one in a bikini, or getting out the pool or something like that.
Yeah.
And all the setting black people back and all that stuff.
Yeah. They could have said that about Gary Chambers.
That's ignoring your past, though. Africans been twerking.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't no new 2020 thing.
From babies to grown old women.
That's a cultural
You cannot convince me that shaking ass is not valuable to society.
That's
it is one of the most valuable things society has.
Oh, bro. It's literal currency when you go to the strip club.
Goddamn.
It's a service.
It's a service. You gotta be able to do it to some extent.
But I think that just shows a little ignorance on their part.
Yeah.
Like we've been twerking for a minute. It's not the twerk that's the issue, but like look at what she stand on.
Yeah.
Like it's like getting caught up in the optics, man. That shit sets us back a lot.
Demonizing black
people.
culture, demonizing African culture.
Right.
That's a deep in our roots. You can't sit here and talk about it's
Same with like piercings.
I mean, honestly,
oh, you get a piercing, you go into hell. Piercings is all through our culture.
You can claim fertility ritual and move on. I mean, it's a fertility thing. With black
20 shakes a day, you get a baby. It's a boy baby too. 20 shakes. Shake that ass 20 times a day, you're gonna get a boy. Trust me. Book it. 22 if you want a girl with some lemons by it. Put some lemons by it.
You're gonna end up with something. That's for
Give me some acidity. Man, somebody put something. Okay.
I think what sticks out to me too, and why I think the structure of politics is going to change the more younger people get involved, is because we have been so long subject to this
Traditional
fake-ass structure of, it's almost like religious, like
Democrat,
church people
Republican.
who act churchy, but they're not really, they
The
doing all
people
the
you
demon
look
shit
up
behind
to
it.
don't sin at all.
Right.
The people that are in leadership positions, they never do bad things.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They want you to believe that.
That's what they want. That's what they
And
want
they
you
got
to
your
think.
best interest at heart.
They have your best, and they only care about you and not the millions and billions and trillions of dollars that they're
They can pull
raking
in on the side.
No, they don't
Offside,
care
they
about
check.
that.
Like, we talking about this one.
It's the ideals and the virtues that they care about,
Right,
not the deals that they're signing underhandedly behind your back.
Because what they just let
But
Lucy
anyway,
keep going with these the climate control ban, but whatever.
Yeah.
You know what? What makes her shit like damn near inspirational to me, even though it's just on the surface twerking. It's because she's not letting nobody shame her human side.
So you was
of
digging her response.
Herself.
Her response to it.
Yeah.
Her response was excellent.
She wasn't trying
having
to
it.
defend herself or explain
Justify
herself
why
or
she did it.
justify or nothing.
And she didn't need to be real
When
with
people
you.
become politicians, they get voted because they campaign as a real or connected to the community.
That's why people like Bill Clinton.
And then they get in office and they switch to these corporate.
They go where the money is.
Yeah, all that
We
shit.
need the people and we need the people. That's election time.
Yeah.
People actually like George Bush.
We need the lobbyists
He was
and other
dumb, but
times.
people liked him too. He was personable. That's why people
Yeah,
actually like
Papa
that.
Bush?
Yeah. Not Papa
No,
Bush.
not Papa
George.
Bush.
Junior Bush. Junior Bush.
George Jr.
Weed smoking.
W.
Yeah, W. Yeah.
Because
people-
there's a lot of
yeah.
a large demographic that relates to his naivete, even
Relatability.
And I feel like that. To me, that's empowering. If you want to say some black woman empowerment, yeah, she's twerking and she said, guess what? I'm still a senator and I still got my credentials.
That's a
What do you
power
gonna do?
move, bro. I still got a Harvard degree or whatever her
Yeah,
degree was.
like,
I
nobody
can't
trying to
remember what it
fucking
was.
I want my shit 60 to 40.
Look. I already know.
I find
It's a
that
very impressive degree.
I find that form of marketing the right, because she did say vote for Mac and whatever at the end. I find that more tasteful than the vote or die
Then
original.
pandering.
Yeah, like that whole fear-mongering era. I know
The
y'all might
simple
remember
truth
that.
is that's all that ad campaigns are.
Right.
Ad campaigns never make sense. The bullshit that they put with the dude petting his puppy and whatever,
Day after
he
day.
does
Or the
that,
one nigga walking
after
with
he
the
does
bear
that, he goes and
that was
finds
running
his
for governor
18-year-old
out here.
whore and snorts cocaine off her booty.
Come on.
crack.
Come on.
Same dude that you saw with the puppy and the wife and
Come on.
kids is going and snorting, cocaine off her whole booty crack.
And we hope it's a
And
girl.
she's out here,
can
and
get
probably
right.
the worst thing she's ever done is twerk on TikTok as a senator, and everybody wants to take
act
this
like this
woman
girl
down.
ain't went to college and like she said she went to Harvard. She was having a good. She was shaking some ass in college.
It's fine.
Come on.
It's fine. Yeah, you
shake
tell
that
me.
educated
You tell me
booty,
one
girl.
woman who ain't shook ass in
Right,
college.
you probably
and I'm
old as hell.
All these
You a lie.
dumb-
Yeah, I'm calling all them hoes out.
Right.
You a lie. Oh, well, okay, not hoes. Sorry.
All these
Feel us up
dumb,
there.
nothing else going for themselves, girl. All they do is, so if I scroll down my Instagram, is booty, workout, fucking funny shit, animals,
With titties
booty,
out.
booty, animals, funny shit, booty,
Ain't nothing but
kids
ass on
in her.
Instagram for sure.
All those
Like,
influencers ain't nothing but showing that.
But that, most of them don't have an education. They don't have a job. They don't
This
give
is a
fuck
job.
about nothing substantial or anything not superficial.
ain't no movement behind what they doing.
Right,
They ain't trying
right.
to change no policy.
Come on.
Yeah.
And just that video has me interested into looking into what her policies
Yeah,
are.
what she about? That's what y'all.
Yeah.
More like a call to action in the comments. Y'all,
Really?
man, go check
Go
Tiara
check-
Mack
yeah,
out.
I like that.
See
I like
what
that.
she up there. If you're a Rhode
Weigh her
Island
policies versus her
supporter,
campaign ad, and
see if
how
she
that-
about what she about.
Yeah, and see if they match up.
Yeah, I like
Yes,
that.
sir.
Yeah, let us know down there. Let's get out of here.
There you go. Let's get out of here.
Ride with it. CIT ride with it. Right to left cheek with it. Fun size on fleet with it.
Girl, you gotta say it.
All right, y'all. This has been another episode of You Alive.
You alive.
Y'all know we came with the hot content for y'all.
Surprisingly.
As always.
We had some twerking senators out of Rhode Island.
Get it right.
Tiara Mack.
Hey.
Tiara Mack.
Miss Mack.
It's a name of, what's the word?
Endearment?
Term of endearment.
When we fuck you, you get a nickname.
Yes, sir.
We talked about 120 to 130 people orgy.
If we talk about image in Japan, right?
Hey, in Japan, bro.
The no-no place.
Which I'm trying to find out when the next one is next year.
He
We might have to coincide our vacation dates.
gonna be creeping in the Facebook groups looking for all the Japanese working groups.
Nigga, we're gonna have to hug Sherman with a hazmat
Oh,
suit.
God.
Bro, you ain't even gotta go there. I'm sure you can find it in Ontario or somewhere in the Bay. You'll be all right.
Like, yeah, you
Anywho, we also we also talked about
COVID orgies.
wrong baby mamas jealous of
The topic of the week, I would say, right?
oh, angry over McDonald's while spoiling their motherfucking self.
I hope my guy get a sponsored deal.
Oh
He
my
should go after a
god,
sponsored deal.
bruh.
I want to see him working at McDonald's like Jack Harlow at KFC.
The can't take care of your kids coupon.
Shoot. Buy one, get three free.
Baby daddy combo, nigga. That's the baby daddy
McDonald's, I'll let you more. I'll let you more.
This is the stepdaddy special. Nigga.
Come on.
Hey, that might be something in that.
I'm not joking.
You can
I'm
be
kind of
chicken.
joking, but
It
I'm
can be
mostly
McChickens.
serious.
It ain't even gotta be your
You
big
telling me
man.
that promotion would make money? Come on, we can move on. We can move on. It's an outro.
Sorry, you ain't on the promo.
Good idea, though.
Anywho, we appreciate everybody that's been sticking with us. We are at 102 episodes, man. I just seen somebody else on Instagram, Lineezy, Miss Lene. She do parking lot pimping shit. She just reached 100 episodes recently and celebrated. It was a big thing.
Congratulations to them, too.
And I was like, I understand that accomplishment, that feeling.
From when I did my little research, they said once you get to 100, you really know if you can make it
Yeah.
or not. You know.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah.
We
Well,
got
I guess that
100
means a lot that we haven't changed our feeling.
and we still feel. So.
Yeah, so that's why I'm extra grateful for y'all that's been rocking with us.
For sure. Everybody that's been listening and supporting us.
Subscribers.
Buying our merch.
Everybody bought some merch,
Yeah.
told a friend, visit the site.
Y'all rocking with us for sure.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
We appreciate y'all for that. I swear we do. So make sure y'all keep on tuning in with us. You know,
We gonna keep throwing the content.
Yes,
At y'all.
and we switching up the content too, like giving y'all some new shit. We got some travel.
All the stuff y'all done heard us say that we went to and did, that's footage. That's
Blow by blow is actually in the works. It's actually in the
Actually,
works.
it's ongoing right now.
Yeah.
It's active. You can check out the Blow by Blow channel.
Yes, you
It's the
can.
Blow by Blow podcast.
Yeah.
Blow podcast.
Yeah, you can look up Blow by Blow on YouTube. You know what? We'll put
It'll be linked to our
We'll put the
YouTube
link in
page,
post.
too.
Yes.
So
It's in the works, but we definitely got content y'all can check out. We got some good intro content for you. So
Yes.
yeah, go ahead and check it
I
out.
think y'all gonna
We've
be
been
in
promising
for a
it for a long
special
time. It's
Ready
quality.
to deliver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got all that, man. You can check us out, like all that stuff, all that information you can find on our 805ENT.com.
Everything you need to know.
It's our navigation place. You can take to the merch, to the YouTube, to the audio,
To the RSS
podcasts,
feeds,
to
and everything.
all of that.
Yeah.
So check out 805ENT.com. Follow me on all my social media platforms at Sir D's. I'm on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all the above. So if you're looking for somebody to holla at, slide in my DM.
Social media buddy, that's the guy.
Yeah, social media friend, that's me.
That's the guy.
You slide into my DMs to make sure you ain't got no kids. No, I'm just playing. But Chris, where they can find you at,
You
bro?
can find me. I'm still on Instagram. Still doing graphics, C-Boy designs. There's web design, logos, t-shirt design, whatever you need. Holla at me. I'm still doing the work. C-Boy design.
Yo, graphic needs.
We out here.
Hit up our boy.
We out here. Gotta spruce up the site.
Brian with a Y.
Of course.
Where they
With the
gonna
Y.
do that?
You can troll me.
Still trouble.
Happy Done 24 if you want to. I might respond. And if not, most of the time you might catch me streaming as Mind of Cal or Your Game Name Blame, aka yes, on Twitch. So yeah, look me up.
And shout out to the good
Shout out to
Shout out to
Cuddy,
Will.
who's at work today.
Young
He
Mo.
won't be here.
Mo Tiz.
My Cuddy, Josh, J _ Will R6.
is on.
No, I think you're right.
He's on what?
One of his
IG.
platforms.
It's IG.
IG.
Billy
It's on one of his social medias. And the other one is Josh _ Will 15
Oh, 15.
on Snapchat.
Yeah, Snapchat.
Yeah, I got it right this time, cuz. But nah, Nah, shout out to our brother though. He out there putting in them good long hours.
Working, that's a hard working brother, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he's a hard working brother. We in the studio always.
Yeah.
And again, man, follow us on all of our social media. You can find our You Alive podcast on Facebook, on Instagram. We on there too. We on TikTok too.
Yep. Follow the latest challenge. We'll be up at some point.
Oh my
You want to watch
God.
us embarrass ourselves?
Yeah, that's the one you
Check out our
want.
TikTok.
That's the one you want, for sure.
Let's check out our TikTok. Yeah.
Yes,
I
sir.
was looking forward to this punishment until the details.
They got the first solo.
This is gonna be interesting.
It should be.
Yeah, so anyway, y'all keep tuning in and keep your eye open for our new stuff coming. Again, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us. And again, it's been another episode of You Alive.
You Alive.
And we out of there.
And might I add, for the delay on the episode,
Oh, true that.
the conveniently placed. Oh, I should have grabbed him first.
Well, to be real with you, the original record date, the original record date was a film. This is a straight up film.
Didn't go as we wanted it.
Let's say, I mean, we
Then we went on
we
vacation.
could blame so many factors on that, but at the end of the day, we crashed and burned. And we might drop you with a couple of bloopers. If we got anything good, we'll show y'all. But yeah, continuity.
We always man it up,
we
right?
ourselves
We
down
man
for
up.
y'all.
There it is. Salute.
But yeah, thank y'all.
Take note, ladies. Accountability.